Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News for Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Short-term rentals and hotels were struggling here in Summit this January, except for Frisco. Frisco hotels and STRs were doing more business than last year. In Silverthorne, STRs were up, but hotels were way down by nearly 40%. In Breckenridge, STRs lost $1.5 million in a month. Breck's been troubled by lukewarm lodging all this spring, too. Bookings were down 3% this month. They're trending even worse into April. Just this week, the town of Frisco and Summit County crossed the oldest and maybe biggest barrier to the Lake Hill housing project, water rights. Town manager Tom Fisher.
It's all about protecting the water system, which is really our most basic service and probably most important service.
This agreement will give water to more than 400 homes on Dam Road. But it runs deeper than the water itself.
Around traffic generation, around walkability, around law enforcement, other types of places where a large project might impact.
Before this, the town adopted an extraterritorial water process. It was inspired by Lake Hill, but is now mandatory for any new development just outside town boundaries that's tapping into town water.
Councilmember Burley expressed it well at our last meeting. It provided the council a very methodical and scientific method of evaluating this type of water request.
Fisher is happy to report this new process is working exactly as planned.
This is one of the first applications that's come through that. But the important thing to a Frisco water user, it's designed so that the future water provision that we would be approving does not impact the current or future users within the town of Frisco.
And the work is not done. The county could be on the hook for water plant upgrades if Lake Hill demands them. In Dillon, the town is hammering out a similar agreement with the county for another big housing project on Forest Service property above Dillon Valley. Dillon hopes to have that agreement ready by next month. In sports, the Avalanche play the Rangers tonight at 7. You can watch the Rockies season opener tonight at 8:10 on cable, Comcast Xfinity, DirecTV, or streaming on Fubo. There's no Dish Network. For months, the Rocks were in TV limbo when AT&T dropped the broadcast. And in local sports, today on the Warmup from iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling.
We're all excited to be here. We all are working hard when we are here.
That was Ella Rader, senior captain on the Summit High lacrosse team, just one day after winning a shootout with Eagle Valley, 23-19.
Even though we felt that we were winning the game, I think that didn't let us slow down the game.
This Lady Tigers team feels different than past years. 2 wins already over Eagle Valley and a .500 record in the league. Senior co-captain Chloe Nichols.
Definitely in the past we had a different mentality of like, oh, we're Summit, we'll just lose.
But all that is changing, and it starts with these captains.
This year is much different because we're definitely ready to win, and everyone wants to win this year, so I think Summit girls, we are fast, man, and just as long as you got those stick skills, you can do anything.
Today, the girls are playing Conifer. This is the warm-up with high school athletes. In other preps, boys lacrosse is also playing Conifer today. Girls soccer has Eagle Valley on the road. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.